Your team has every AI coding tool there is. So why doesn't it feel like you're shipping any faster? Because despite all the new tools, most engineering organizations still struggle to turn activity into predictable delivery. In fact, AI has increased almost everything. More generated code, more pull requests, more AI activity, but confidence in what actually ships? That hasn't improved nearly as much. Executives see activity. They still don't see a repeatable delivery engine. The problem isn't that AI writes bad code. The problem is that planning, building, and review have drifted apart. Requirements are often incomplete before development starts. AI agents generate code without enough context, and review teams are overwhelmed by the volume of pull requests. That's the gap codemerlin closes. It becomes the operating layer between intent and autonomous implementation. It ensures specifications are approved before code starts, delivers trusted context to AI agents, and verifies every pull request against the original intent. It starts where work always starts. A product manager writes a ticket in Jira, exactly like they always would. The moment it's created, codemerlin picks it up. No new habits, no replatforming. The ticket shows up in codemerlin on its own. It works out which repositories the change touches and reads the existing code, so it actually understands what it's planning against. In seconds, that one-line ticket turns into a real spec. What the team is building, why they're building it, and how they'll know it's done. The detail that usually lives in 5 different people's heads is now in one place where everyone can see it. This is where it becomes a team effort. Product and engineering review the spec together. A comment from the product manager, a note from the tech lead, and approve it as a team. That's the moment everyone agrees on what done means. The disagreements happen now, on the spec, not 3 weeks later in a pull request. Once the spec is approved, codemerlin generates the technical plan and the test plan together. So engineering and QA start from the same understanding instead of guessing at each other. And it all follows the team's own architecture decisions, standards, and engineering rules. At this point, the planning work is done, so instead of handing a developer a Jira ticket and hoping the details survive the journey, codemerlin creates an implementation handoff package. The specification, technical plan, tasks, tests, assumptions, and traceability links all move together. When a developer picks up the work, they're not starting from a vague ticket. They pull it straight into their IDE, and the approved spec, technical plan, and test plan all come with it through MCP. The AI assistant isn't guessing what the team wanted. It already has the approved context, so what it writes lines up with the plan. When the pull request opens, codemerlin reviews it. But here's the difference. Most review tools look at the code itself. codemerlin starts with the original request and works forward from there. It checks whether the approved requirements were actually implemented, whether the acceptance criteria were covered, and whether the planned tests were executed. Every finding is tied back to the specification, technical plan, or engineering standards that were approved earlier in the process. The team can immediately see what's complete, what's missing, and where additional attention might be needed. Move faster with AI. Keep control with codemerlin. Intent in, approved context out, verified delivery back.